Sports like cross country don't always get the most attention in the local news and community, but Central PA Runner is changing the status quo. In 2019, Bob Trump, who initially kept track of the LL League's cross-country and track scores, passed away, and there was a need for a new website. This is when Brad Stevens, the creator of Central PA Runner, stepped up. He created a site where runners can be recognized with rankings, race times, and weekly wrap-ups, among other things.
Hey, Dan, it's John Walker calling. Hey, do you got a minute? All right. Hey.
John Walk, a Lancaster newspaper sports writer, believes that due to the rapid downsizing of newspapers in the last 10 years, Central PA Runner has filled the gap.
So media outlets from 2008 to 2020, newspapers anyway, have been cut in half over those 12 years. As a result, sports departments at newspapers have a lot less bodies than what they did 12, 15 years ago. However, the coverage area is still the same, so you have less bodies trying to cover more sports. So it's especially tough in the fall because that's where most of the sports are. I think there's 8 or 9 varsity sports, girls and boys, in the fall as compared to winter and spring might have 3 or 4 or 5. So you have less bodies trying to cover more sports. It's the same coverage area. And some of the resources get spent in, okay, we should go cover football because that's our bread and butter. That's what people like to read. However, we will still go out and cover the other sports. It just might not be able to devote as much resources to those. So to have something like Central PA Runner step up and say, hey, this is strictly cross country, long distance, track and field type of a website, it kind of fills in the gaps where maybe newspapers have not been able to pick up coverage.
Cross-country coaches use Central PA Runner as a tool to scout other teams.
So as a coach, I will go on after meets are over, and we have McCaskey coming up next. So I can go in and I can see how McCaskey ran against other teams, especially against other teams that we might have already run against, and I can kind of get a scouting report, if you will. And then likewise, teams can do the same thing with our team's results and such. So it's kind of evens out the playing field a little bit.
Central PA Runner brings both the sports journalism and cross-country communities together on one forum. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Mary Wynand.